Good.
What?
Good evening from Crawfordsville High School. Good morning, I should say. And we have a bit of a rain going here at the Athenian baseball field, but right now it's slacked off to virtually nothing. So hopefully it will stay that way. Today the Athenians host the Lebanon Tigers, the first place Lebanon Tigers in the Sagamore Conference. They come in at 4-0. Your Athenians at 3-1. So we'll be playing baseball here shortly. This is Dan Welver along with Daryl Hobson and Austin Hickey on the camera. And hopefully we can stay dry up here, Daryl. There's been some cases where that hasn't happened, and it makes it a little awkward up here. But hopefully we can give you the true story. I know Austin will give you the true picture. So, Daryl, they're throwing number 1 at us here.
Yeah, Harker, Garrett Harker, their senior pitcher that's been a thorn in our sides, I guess you could say, for 4 years now, or 3. Got a throw last year out. We didn't get to face him, but this young man's been a starting pitcher for Lebanon for since his freshman year.
Yeah, he's ranked number 4 by the pro scouts, I guess, in the state of Indiana.
And he's committed, had a verbal commitment to Cincinnati as a freshman, is what I'd always heard. And then I checked with Coach Welver, and he said that's the plan. He's set to go to Cincinnati.
Well, the Athenians come off of a doubleheader sweep the other night against Tri-West, and very, very important doubleheader for them there, and set in second place, as we said, with a 3-1 record. Athenians will be in action next week, Tuesday and Wednesday, against the Southmont Mounties, a team that very, very young, having the problems, and ought to be a sweep, to be quite honest about it, at this point in time. And you don't put it in the book yet, but
it's a county matchup, so
right.
You just never know how things are going to go with that.
Sure. Well, coaches shake hands at home plate, and so we're getting pretty close.
Ladies and gentlemen,
we're putting it over to the PA announcer, David Rayner, to give you the starting lineups, followed by the national anthem.
Matchup between the visiting Lebanon Tigers and your Crawfordsville Athenians. Let's meet the starting lineups. First, for our guests from Lebanon, Indiana, leading off the catcher, number 9, Gavin Haynes. Batting second, the center fielder, number 14, Matthew Coddington.
Put down our first names that I think.
Batting third, starting pitcher, number 5, Garrett Harker. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 15, Brayton Bowen. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 7, Peyton Kamerska. Kamerska will be hitting for starting second baseman, number 4, Andrew Phelps. Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 24, Caleb Linton. Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 18, Michael Richwine. Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 3, Cayman Huntsman. And batting ninth, the shortstop, number 2, Logan Ellsbury. The Tigers are coached by Mr. Rick Cosgray. Now, the starting lineup for your Crawfordsville Athenians. Leading off, the center fielder, number 8, Andrew Martin. Batting second, the second baseman, number 2, Austin Moats. Batting third, the catcher, number 12, Henry Taylor. Batting cleanup, the starting pitcher, number 23, Big Caleb Coons. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 4, Zach Fincher. Batting sixth, the shortstop, number 11, Cale Corsi. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 21, Cale Weimer. Batting eighth, the left fielder, number 34, Bryce Dowell. And batting ninth, the designated hitter, number 5, Evan Cheney. Cheney will be hitting for right fielder, number 6, Sam Decker. Your Athenians are coached by Mr. Brett Moats. He is assisted by Rhett Welliver, Tony Bean, and Logan Meadows. Today's umpires behind home plate, Mr. Dave Kinder, and on the bases, Mr. Clayton Randolph. please direct your attention to the American flag located in right field. At this time, the Crawfordsville Community School Corporation and the IHSAA invite you to proudly stand and remove your caps as we honor the United States of America. Let's play Athenian baseball for Leak. Today's game is being broadcast live on YouTube. If you know someone that wasn't able to make it out to the ballpark, give them a call, let them know they can watch the action live as it happens on their computer, smartphone, tablet, or other connected device. Or if you'd like to watch a replay of today's game, log on to YouTube and subscribe to the Crawfordsville Athletics YouTube channel to enjoy replays and follow your Athenians all season long. You can also follow your Athenians on Instagram at Crawfordsville.
Well, I hope they could hear that. We got a little promo there, Daryl, by our PA announcer, David Raynard, and we appreciate that. Again, we always say if you can make it out to the old ballpark, that's the best place to be. But if you can't, we're right here and hopefully giving you the true story. And today is one of those days that probably a lot of people would choose to maybe stay in the warmth of their home. And, we'll look up the weather forecast here and give you a definite temperature here, which it says it's 51 degrees right here at the old ballpark. Not much wind today, Daryl. That's kind of different. We've been dealing with a lot of windy situations. Today it's listed out of the east at 4 miles an hour. So we're cool. There was a little harder rain pre-game, but it's slacked off now and in pretty good playing conditions. I'm sure maybe the grass, infield and outfield, might be just a little bit wet in places, but we did get the mound covered. I noticed that, and it didn't get that harder rain. So hopefully everything will go well. And Caleb Coons on the mound. He's our senior big man. He is. We keep discussing his height. He is the tallest player on the Athenian team. He certainly looks like an opposing kind of a figure out there on the mound.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, I think reports are he's up to 6'7" maybe or something like that now. Is that?
Well, we keep yelling about 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", but in any case, he's.
I have to look up to him.
He's the biggest man out there on the field. Well, this is Gavin Haynes at the plate. He's a catcher for Lebanon. Takes the first pitch too high.
11:07 a.m. 11:07.
Caleb comes in this his third appearance, 1-0 on the season with a 3.5 ERA.
Here's a fastball for a strike over the outside part of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Haynes waiting, takes the next pitch over the outside corner, strike 2. That one a little higher in the zone, but got the plate. So Caleb ahead on the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Caleb looks like he's throwing hard.
Here's a pitch just off the corner. Boy, a nice pitcher's pitch right there. Give Haynes credit for laying off. That was a tough one to not swing at. Here's the pitch taken for strike 3. Kind of a semi-checked swing, and Haynes ends up taking it for a called third strike. So a good start for Caleb Coons.
Caleb had a start. I haven't missed a few games, so you may have seen him pitch since that one game when he struggled a little bit to start the game, but certainly came on when he needed to pitch well.
Coddington, the batter, he squares and pulls the bat back. Ball 1. Matthew Coddington playing center field today. He squaring again, but I think he's going to pull back, and he does. And he pulls back and grounds the ball to second. Up with it and on to first base. And quickly, 2 down right here. Moats fielding the ball and getting on to Fisher at first base. Henry Taylor behind the plate. Henry gets the catching duty basically only when Caleb Coons is pitching, but important turnaround. We have these pitcher-catcher combinations going for us this year. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball right there. That was the first breaking ball I believe I've seen him throw, and that was a well-located breaker.
His breaker looked good in the warm-ups. The pitches I saw him throw.
This is Harker at the plate. And here's a long drive to left center field. That ball is going to be out there and caught by our center fielder, Andrew Martin. With one exception this year, he has played virtually every ball perfectly. So, done a great job out there. So, really great. Pitch count was very minimal there for Caleb, and he was around the plate. And I think, as I've mentioned earlier this year, I think if Caleb can keep the ball around the plate, he's going to be very effective because he's got good stuff.
Yeah.
That being said, Harker was not fooled on that pitch. He really gave it a ride.
Well, Harker comes into this game before that at bat hitting .478, and he's hit some long balls. He's got 11 hits, 9 RBIs, 4 doubles, 2 triples, and 2 home runs. So 8 of his 11 hits have been for extra bases or the kind you can just trot around.
Well, I believe if a ball gets hit out of this ballpark today, it's going to have to be really tagged because we've got conditions that don't favor the ball flying easily.
Yeah, the heavy air and light wind, and I think you're right. You're going to have to find some gaps today.
Well, the Athenians coming to bat here, and I did notice one little change in her batting order today. We have taken Decker out of the batting order now. He'd started the season out of the batting order. Of course, Sam playing right field, but he hadn't looked terrible at the plate, but just wasn't getting a lot of positive results. So we kind of switched that around. And Evan Cheney, who actually started the year in left field, now finds himself in as DH, hitting for Sam Decker. So that change in the batting order today for the Athenians.
And Dow, the freshman in left field.
Yep.
Starting and hitting.
How long has it been, Darryl, since we started 2 freshmen in the lineup?
Good question. I'll have to think about that for a moment.
Well, it's a very rare occasion. Let's put it that way. All right, Andrew Martin, Athenian center fielder, coming to the plate. All right, Harker's first offering is right there on the outside. That very much looked like what Caleb Coons started the ball game out with.
Yeah, Martin hitting .379 on the year.
Yeah,
he has 11 hits as well.
And crossed the plate quite a few times. He's been one of our primary offensive threats. Here's a ball down and away, swung on and missed. So Andrew behind on the count, 0-2. Long stare in by Harker. Ground ball, be over Harker's head. It's going to be a tough play. It goes through, So Andrew Martin on base with a base hit. Even if they'd have fielded that cleanly, there would have been no chance to get Martin. So a good start here for the Athenians. That'll bring up the second baseman, Austin Moats.
Well, Harker challenging Martin, I think, coming right at him on that 0-2.
Yeah, and, didn't maybe throw the best pitcher's pitch right there, but good job by Andrew. I'm looking for a bunt right here, even though it's the first inning. Let's see what we get. Here's the pitch, turn, bunt on the air. That ball is foul. Boy, I tell you, Austin, that looked up out of the zone again to me, Darryl. We've offered, I would say we've offered more pitches up out of the strike zone trying to bunt than we have tried to bunt pitches in the strike zone.
Yeah.
We really struggled with that technique. I think we're still on here. I didn't check the coach,
right.
But here's the 0-1. This is bunted again up in the air. Third baseman over, catcher has it for the first out. So Austin really struggling with that part of the ball game right now. So runner first, one down, and failure to execute.
Taylor.
All right, Henry Taylor to the plate now.
Taylor batting .407 on the year, also has 11 hits.
Yeah,
4 of those doubles and 1 triple.
Yeah, there you go. I was going to mention Henry's had a lot of doubles. Indeed, he has. There's a high throw at first base. That'd have been nice.
He wasn't hiding anything on that one, was he?
No,
that threw it over there hard.
I think that would have allowed us to go from first to third. All right. Andrew with a short lead. Here's the pitch. This is on the outside corner for a strike. Well, this would be a great place for Henry to pick up his 5th double of the year. Martin with good wheels, so a double would probably score. Here's the pitch, swung on. Ball gets loose, though, and Martin is down there at second base now. So kind of a check swing by Henry that time, but falls behind 0-2 and puts the runner, however, in scoring position.
Well, we'll see what Harker does on this pitch. If he'll come right at Taylor or if he'll try and bait him into a bad pitch, throw a ball.
Well, I'm looking something either up or down and away. That's the old typical 0-2.
Like a slider action here, Mike.
Here's a swing and a miss, a fast ball, and he just blew him away. Now,
he did.
Old-fashioned hard ball, as they say. So
the pitcher, Caleb Coons.
It'll be pitcher to pitcher as Caleb steps in now for the Athenians.
Caleb with a chance to help himself out here with a base hit would certainly score.
Martin with a good lead at second base. Anything through the infield would score him.
Caleb had hitting .269. I think he's picked that up here in the last few games.
Here's a pop fly to right field. Right fielder now coming in. He a little slow maybe at picking it up, but nonetheless he gets it in the glove for out number 3. So Caleb just a little bit under that one, but he was really right on it. So good swing there. But nothing to cross here in the bottom half of inning number 1 at the end of 1 full. There's no score in the ball game. The Athenians do have the 1 hit that's on the board.
Well, the encouraging thing is the Athenians are getting the bat on the ball. They're not striking out, so that's good to see.
Yep.
So far. 1 strikeout, but
well, we struck out 1 time and they struck out 1 time, so even ball game in that regard. So inning number 2, let's see if we can come through as cleanly as we did in the top half of the first, because Caleb very, very effective.
Yeah, Harker's averaging over 2 strikeouts an inning.
Yeah, I noticed that.
13 innings pitched and 29 Ks. He's only walked 4, and he's only given up 5 hits. So
yeah, well, there's a reason why he's ranked number 4 in the state, and he has been good for a long time, not just coming up here in his senior year. So we know we got our hands full here, but obviously a very important game. If we can win this ball game, it would draw us even with Lebanon at the top of the heap of the Sagamore Conference. If we lose, we go down to 2 ball games, but a lot of season left, and Harker cannot pitch every ball game.
Well, that's right. But then they've got a number 2 that looks pretty good on the stat sheet anyway.
Yeah. But you know what? I'd change right now. Well, we have a reasonable representation from the Crawfordsville fans. I can't really get a good look at Lebanon, but what I can see is also they brought a number of people along. So on this rather inclement day, that's a good representation here by both teams.
The first baseman, Brayton Bowen.
First baseman coming up here is Brayton Bowen, left-handed hitter. First pitch just a little bit inside.
Bowen comes in with a .471 batting average and 3 home runs on the year. So leading the Tigers. He and Harker are the only ones with home runs.
Here's the next pitch at the knees for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of the second. 0-0 game. Here's the pitch, swung on, foul back. But Caleb again getting ahead on the count.
Had a good cut on that.
I got him here.
Here's a fastball up out of the zone, but a good pitcher's pitch right there. That's one that'll be chased every once in a while.
Good discipline there by Bowen.
All right, Caleb with the 2-2 now. Swung on. It'll be a big fly to left field. Left fielder dialed back, circling, and he cannot find it. Hey, how many directions did he face before he came?
Never ran and got behind it at all.
Well, we've had trouble in left field all season, no matter who's been out there, locating that kind of a ball. So a really kind of a gift double right there, quite frankly. Ball that normally should be caught. That'll put us in a little bit of early jam here. Kamerska coming to the plate now for the Tigers. See what they show here. Would they lay one down? No. Taken for a strike at the top of the zone.
He's hitting .333 on the year. He's got 6 RBIs on 8 hits.
Let's see, Bill.
Breaking ball. More that looked like it all about got there, but it's a little inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Kamerska takes that one for a strike. A nice breaking pitch.
Yeah.
So Caleb ahead on the count, 1-2.
Kamerska's job for the Tigers just to move the runner. If a ground ball to second base would do that.
Breaking ball, swung on and fouled. Kind of a stay alive type swing right there. Very good pitch again by Caleb.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Number 5 hitter. Here's the pitch. That one taken just off the corner. Really good pitch. And Caleb stares first at the umpire and then at the Athenian dugout over there, saying, I thought that was a good one. 2-2 now. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Ball hit one hop to the shortstop. Could have played it third, but hesitated, and once he hesitated, then we had to go on to first base. Really not good base running, but they got away from it. Normally, the ball hit in that position.
The left fielder, Caleb.
We have the headphones on, but I didn't hear anybody out on the field yelling 3. But
well, you know, we still got a freshman down there.
yeah.
All right, that brings up Linton, Caleb Linton, the left fielder, takes the first pitch for a strike. Yeah, I don't know. I agree with you, and I've said before I can't hear when I think I ought to be able to hear some things, but on the other hand, I've got these headphones on, so
Yeah.
there's a pitch down.
Had to be a snap decision, though, because, I mean, it would have been I think he definitely, if it with a good throw, would have got him easily.
Oh, I agree, but, yeah.
Like you say, you can't hesitate. You got to know what you're going to do with.
And we're not calling that a bad play. We're just calling it. We had a choice, and here's the pitch down, so Caleb falls behind. 2 balls and 1 strike. I don't know, what batting average does this young man have, Caleb Linton?
263.
Okay. Another left-handed hitter. You know, I'd like to see the Athenians have a few more lefties in their batting order, but that's where we are right now. Here's a pitch, swung on a mist on a good breaking ball.
That was beautiful. Yeah, breaking off, kind of falling off and coming down right at his toward his ankles. That's a tough one. Tough one for anybody to hit. Unless you're Fernando Tatis Jr., maybe.
Here's the pitch up. So that'll be, I think, our first full count of the day here, and we're in a position here where we, don't want to just give in, but need a good pitcher's pitch. And here it comes. Swung on and missed.
Breaker.
Caleb Coons.
Got that big strikeout there.
Yeah, and he ought to be out of the inning. Let's be honest about it. Should have been enough to get us out. But, hey, you got to go with what you got. And so far, great job. All right. Michael Richwine is the batter, and he is playing right field.
He's batting .391 on
Here's
the
a shot at him. Well, the old coach, a little jump down there. That was a bullet.
Yeah.
Richwine, absolutely saw that ball well and got the meat of the bat on it. Just a little bit quick, though. But Caleb ahead on the count now.
Rick Cosgrave showing that he can still move down there.
There's some kind of a breaking ball that didn't break and up over his head, but Caleb says, let's have a new ball. So we'll have an exchange there. Well, here's the case where your catcher really has to get double tough here. You know, we've got this man on third and just need to keep everything in front. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch. That'll be away. 2 balls, 1 strike. Down to the number 8 hitter in the batting order. There's the pitch. That's taken for a strike. Great breaker. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Caleb Coons trying to work out of the jam here in the top of the 2nd inning. Pitch, ground ball, off of Caleb's arm, and we can't come up with a play. That'll go as a base hit. I don't know whether Moats is going to be able to throw the man out. Ball slowed up by Caleb, and I think the board's going to record a hit on that, and they do. Tough play, but, man.
If Caleb was 6'8", he might have got that one.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, number 9 hitter stepping in here with 2 down, runner at first base. Logan Ellsbury, he's playing shortstop. I'm in the wrong spot. Number 8 hitter. I jumped too quick there. Here's the pitch up.
Huntsman.
Yeah, Cayman Huntsman. He is the number 8 hitter. I moved some number 7 hitter to number 8 long ago. Here's a fly ball right field. That ball is right along the line but foul, and that ball had a little normal movement off the right-hand bat toward the foul line, and thankfully falling foul.
We'd had those 15-mile-an-hour winds we had in previous games. That might have brought that back in.
That's for sure.
Hey, that last at bat, a great example. Just putting the ball in play with two strikes, he
Yeah.
can make something happen. And great at bat by the young man.
Yeah, Huntsman playing third base, I believe. Here's the pitch, and that's in there for a strike. So we're looking again at 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 down. Check the runner at first. Here's the pitch, way up and away. So the runner at first now will be on the move. Pitch. This is up. No. That's the second time this year we've caught a ball 4, which was obvious a ball 4.
Yeah.
And going ahead and made a throw. And
just a warm-up throw, I guess.
nothing. Yeah, but
Logan Elsberry.
you know,
Yeah, a lot of bad things could happen out
nothing
of that.
good's going to happen, and you open it up for something bad to happen. So, yeah, did we get to the number 9 hitter? Yeah, we did. Logan Ellsbury at the plate. He takes the first pitch up high. That was a breaking ball that wasn't as sharp as what Caleb has been releasing most of the time here.
My stats say he's played in 5 games. He's had 8 plate appearances, 4 at-bats with no hits.
All right. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down. Runners at first and second. The Tigers have taken the lead here in the top of the second. 1-0. Caleb Coons trying to keep it right there. Here's the pitch. That breaking ball, again, that one, he just didn't get enough fingers on that one.
No.
Big spot here. Got to get this number 9 hitter out here. Do not want to turn the batting order over here. Here's the pitch. That's there for a strike. Good fastball.
The Tigers have put a lot of runs on the board in several games. So
we need to do better on this 2-2-2 situation.
Yeah, you got them all over the board there, don't you?
Deuces wild.
2s and 1s all over.
Pitch.
There you go.
Victory. Caleb Coons with a fastball at the knees to end the top of the second.
1 run on 2 hits.
But in the inning, the Lebanon Tigers come up with 1 run on 2 hits, and they had 2 runners left on. Athenians coming to the plate, down by 1. Well, I tell you what, Caleb is throwing great ball, regardless of the fact that we gave up a run right there. It'll go as an earned run, but both hits, the first one, the double, really should have been an out.
Yeah.
And the play that we couldn't come up with there on that little ground ball was, just I'm going to call it kind of a pretty cheap run that we gave up there. And but, with only 1 run, Darryl, you know what? If we can't score at least 1 run, we never had a chance in the first place.
That's right.
So.
Well, the thing, that happened with that leadoff double, that doubled Caleb's pitch count basically in the inning. He should have. He had 33 pitches in the inning and would have been out with about half of that.
Yeah.
I counted up 16.
Well, like I said, we've not pointing fingers at anybody here. We've just had a little problem in left field out there with that kind of a ball. Balls that are hit way up in the air, and we just can't seem to locate them and get in position to make a play. That that was not the easiest kind of a play, but it wasn't the hardest in the world.
And that white clouds up there adds a little more difficulty to it. So.
Well, no question. And Thursday night there were a number of balls that were lost by both teams.
Yeah.
But it was a. Here's the first pitch taken for a strike. Pitcher, another guy that's got some big hits for us this season. Here's a pitch swung on and missed. Good fastball over the outer part of the plate. So Zach behind on the count, 0-2. Here's a ground ball foul to the right side.
I was just wondering, kind of, how hard do we think Harker's throwing? Maybe it was a defensive swing there, but anytime you see the ball coming off at a right angle from the batter, you know he's probably throwing pretty hard anyway.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure I'm sure he's capable of throwing, like 86, something, maybe 87. Here's something he took a little off of, and we swing and miss for out number 1.
The shortstop, Cale Corsi.
Hey, Cale Corsi to the plate. Young sophomore player that, a very valuable component of the Athenian team with his pitching innings and the ability to move all over the field defensively. Here's a ground ball to short. He's up with it, got a kind hop, a good throw, and that'll be out number 2. But, of course, he putting the ball in play. I know I'm repeating myself because I think I've said it in 3 or 4 ball games, but this young man has put the ball in play so many times with authority, but right at people.
Yeah.
Again, that ball, had he moved that shortstop 2 steps to his right, he would have been safe, even if it had been fielded cleanly. So 2 down for third baseman Cale Weimer. Fastball's a strike.
Weimer, his bat has come with some life here in recent games
yes,
as
it
well.
has. Well, one of the 2 freshmen in the lineup for the Athenians. Here's a fastball up and away. Count evens at 1-1. Bottom of the second, Athenians trailing 1-0 here. Early season, but this is the lead ball club in the Sagamore Conference as of right now. The Lebanon Tigers, Athenians second. 3-1 on their season. Here's a ground ball hit weakly off the hands. It's going to come back in. That ball never got a long way foul, but it definitely rolled a good long way foul. And at the last 3, 4, 5 feet there, managed to get back inside the white line for an easy pickup to the first baseman, and that'll end the inning for the Athenians. So no runs, no hits, and nobody left on.
The Athenian baseball program.
So at the end of 2 full innings of play, the Lebanon Tigers lead it with 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and your Athenians, no runs. They have 1 hit and no errors. So, Darryl, I've been doing better than that in the first couple innings, but I'm going to have to turn it over to you with the trailing 1-0 score. And we not only need to get them out here without scoring, we need to minimize Caleb's pitches again, I think. That 33 was ugly, not because of what Caleb did so much, but just the happenings of the inning.
Well, Harker with 2 8-pitch innings in his so far, so 16 pitches total. He keeps that up. We're going to see him for 7 innings.
Yeah, I don't know how many he went. See, that was last night, wasn't it? Because they didn't play Wednesday night. They played, I believe, Weibo last night.
Oh, they did?
I believe that's correct. Got ahead quickly, got ahead in the first inning. But I didn't get any final stats. I think that's why, because it was last night. Well, there was one kind of airmail down there by Henry, but we're ready to go. Top of the third right here. Okay, we're coming now to the top of the batting order, and Gavin Haynes.
All right.
So you got her, buddy. Get us out of here so we can get some runs in the bottom half.
Haynes batting 174 coming into this contest. Swings at a fastball. Nice fastball there from Caleb to start things off here in the top of inning number 3. Another pitch right in there, strike two. So Caleb quickly ahead. The 0-2 from Coons. Breaking pitch up, fouled back toward the softball complex where they're having practice this morning. Or the sophomore field, I should say, I guess. So another 0-2 pitch coming from Caleb. There's a line drive, and Moats moves over and fields it nicely. So an L4 to start things off here.
The center fielder, Matthew Cunnington.
Matthew Cunnington. Grounded out to second base. His first at bat. Foul ball back out of play. Looks like it might reach the softball field again. Let's see. Fastball up and away. Evens the count of the ball on a strike. So Lebanon's 7-1 record coming in. Their only loss to University, and they were shut out 7-0 in that game. They shut out Western Boone 10-0, 11-0. I'm going to see if I can find those Harker stats, and a high fastball there, and swing and a miss. You mentioned we'd see some of those swung on, and there you go.
Yeah, he's hard to catch up with up there.
Another one, and this time he lays off of that one. He evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. I guess I can't get in-game stats unless I sign in or sign up for Max Preps, and I don't think, boy, that one was up in the zone. He turned on that one and sent it over the locker. Well, I guess it hit the roof of the locker room. I see it bouncing into the parking lot now. Stopped right on the white line out there. The 2-2 again from Coons.
Oh, nice
sweeping call. Yeah, nice. He's able to lay off of that one. Full count. Caleb, it looks much better than the game I saw him pitch earlier in the year.
Well, I agree. He's throwing as well as I've seen him throw this year for sure.
Fastball down and away for ball 4.
Tough one.
That'll bring up Harker now, the Tiger pitcher.
The pitcher, Garrett Harker.
He had the long drive on the great catch by Martin in the first inning. Wind kind of blowing in now from left field, it looks like, Dan. Lays off of that breaking ball for ball 1. So the Tigers with a runner on with 1 out. Caleb throws over, diving back. He's trying to put his gloves on. That's a good time throw. He's out there kind of off the base trying to put his gloves on, but he was able to dive back. Harker lays off of that, but that's a nice pitch for a strike. Evens the count of the ball on a strike. Coach Cosgray going through the signs down there, the longtime Tiger coach. Runner's going. That ball gets away. All the way to the backstop. Taylor retrieves it. He's still got that headgear on. I don't know why he doesn't take that headgear off. Caleb might have been a little bothered there when the runner took off, maybe, but this is going to get a visit from Coach Welliver just to discuss things a little here.
Athenian fans, mark your calendars. Your Athenians are back in action this week on Tuesday.
Well, we mentioned in the first inning, Harker with 2 home runs and the on deck batted with 3 home runs. So
6 p.m. first pitch also.
Another big spot in the game here for Caleb.
We host the Benton Central Bison. First pitch, 6 p.m.
I don't think, as we mentioned earlier, the home run necessarily a threat today, but certainly the extra base hit or even a base hit here would probably would score a run.
Austin, did you get that announcement there that was just made? Okay, we'll check on that. I thought he was getting the schedule upcoming, but I just got to the tail end of it here.
The 2-1 pitch from Coons takes a couple looks at the runner at second. Breaking ball misses low and away, so 3 balls, 1 strike. Oh, that's a drive. Boy, that might get out of here. Over the scoreboard. Well, we're both putting it on there, but he got all of that one.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
No doubter. I mean, that was just a line drive. Had enough elevation to get it over the scoreboard, so that was a home run in about any ballpark.
Yeah, I'd say.
That gets the Tiger lead up to 3-0. Brings up the cleanup hitter, Bowen.
The first baseman, Brayton Bowen.
Good job. Way to come back. Come on now.
What Bowen do his first at bat? Oh, he doubled. Oh, that was the
fly ball
out the left.
Yeah, right.
Ball and a strike now with 1 out. Bases cleared after the home run. The Tigers showing, there's a nice breaking ball in there for a strike 2. Tigers showing with that long ball that they're for real on those other home runs, I guess, and why they're scoring 10 runs a game. That bounces in there for ball 2. Evens a count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. That was an impressive home run.
Yeah. Yeah. First one we've seen this year.
There's a strike settled right in there on the breaking ball. And he knew it. Bowen, as soon as it was in there, turned and walked toward the bench.
Hitter, Peyton Kamerska.
Kamerska. The DH. Grounded out to
Shortstop,
his first at bat. That was a another good pitch there from Caleb. Good job on that last at bat, coming back after giving up the home run and then settling down. Caleb back in his groove here. There's strike 2. The 0-2. Oh, that's going to be a tough play. Caleb, he slips. Throws it into right field.
Good job backing up there.
Hopefully he's okay because he's still on the ground. But I don't know if he's. I think he's okay. Just a little frustrated, maybe.
Well, that was frustrating. You know, I mean, that was what do you call a swinging bunt?
Swinging bunt.
Goes as a base hit.
Yeah, Caleb looked like he kind of got on his heels a little bit when he came in there and slipped right back as he went to make his throw.
I think I mentioned before we started the ball game that the grass might be a little bit of a problem once in a while.
Yeah.
There it was.
Fastball up and away. The batter, number 7 now, I believe. Is that right, or is that 20? Oh, 24.
Yeah, number 24, Linton. He's playing left field today.
The 1-0 from Coons. Swing and a miss there on a good pitch away. He was trying to yank that one and not going to be able to get to that one. Ball and strike. Short lead at first by the runner. Well, now he's off a couple steps, and the ball gets away from Henry.
Yeah, it's a pitch that Henry has a little problem with.
So pass ball allows the runner to move up to second now. Moves the count to 2 balls and 1 strike.
Boy.
2 balls, 2 strikes on the breaking count. Evens the count. Or deuces wild now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That one down and in doesn't offer. That'll make another full count pitch. Well, one thing is happening is Caleb's pitch count is definitely getting up there too. So, couple looks at the runner and a nice breaking pitch there to strike out the Tigers in that inning. So 2 runs in the inning for the Tigers. The home run, the big damaging hit. Harker back out for his 3rd inning of work here with a 3-0 lead.
21 pitches that inning. Brings a total now to 63 for Caleb. Well, I tell you what, I mean, they got one serious hit that inning.
Yeah.
But the other 3 balls, a fly ball that probably should have been caught in left field, a ground ball not hit all that hard, but we got 2 gloves on it and couldn't make the play, and then we have a swinging bunt. So 3 out of the 4 hits are balls that all could have been outs.
Yeah.
But that's the way the old ball bounces sometimes, and Athenians just have to play on and try to come back now, only down 3 and a lot of game left. And we don't know, I mean, pitch count's not bothering Harker for sure. We don't know where they are on the pitch count because of last night.
Right. Ground ball is out.
There we go.
Puts it in between the 5 and the 6 hole for a leadoff single here to get things started for the Athenians. That'll bring up the DH.
Evan Cheney.
Coach Moats going through the signs. Down 3-0 now. Kind of maybe takes your small ball away a little bit possibly, but
that's got to make a young freshman feel pretty good.
Yeah.
Standing up there and going right after that big-time pitcher.
The ball down and in to Cheney for ball 1. Coach Moats going through the signs down at third base. Harker staring in for his sign. Dow with about a 2-step lead over at first. Oh boy, there's your fastball there, Dan.
Yeah, kind of
blew
it by him. Blew by you.
How they say that, a Sunday swing at a Saturday pitch. Throw over, Dow diving back in. I'm trying to look at Harker here. Yeah, 13 innings pitched and 192 pitches. There's a swing and foul back. Cheney with a good cut on that one. So would that be, what, about 15 or 16 pitches an inning, I guess? 192 divided by 13.
Be close.
64. Yeah, 14 or 15. Breaking ball. Nice breaking ball there from Harker. Looking. Goes Tina. Ought to bring up Martin back up the top of the order. Martin with that single bounced over Harker's head in the first inning, so we'll take any kind of a hit from him at this point. Dow the runner over at first for the Athenians. That leadoff single. Top of the order up, trying to see if they can manufacture and get a run going here. There's another breaking ball from Harker for strike one. Another quick over. Well, that was closer, but Dow back in there.
Yeah.
Don't want to hesitate on the bases out there. When he's got a good quick move over there. Dow kind of playing with him over there, faking like he might be going. Just get him and see if he can throw him off a little, but nothing doing there. There's another breaking ball in there for strike two.
Yeah, kind of changed his rhythm here a little bit. I hadn't backed up the breaking ball very many times.
The 0-2 from Harker. Fastball. Blew it right in there for strike three. Good sequence there for Harker.
The second baseman, Austin Moats.
Austin Moats up with two down now. Just needs to get a hit. Another throw over as Dow dives back in. Got his lead just about right, I think.
Oh, yeah.
He's in good shape.
And, you know, I'd say there's zero chance of us even attempting a stolen base.
Yeah.
All right.
Boy, I got the edge there a little bit, it looked like, from my vantage point, but strike one.
Yeah, big corner that time.
I should have said the extended edge. Setting up out there again. Right there in strike two.
Austin,
He
back
pulled.
one of those swings where he's pulling off big time.
He's got to keep his nose in there and hit that to left field if they throw it again. Harker's looking in with another throw over. This one a little higher, no play really. The 0-2 to Moats. Two down. Right there on the outside corner again. So Austin's going to have to make some adjustments on that.
Yeah, you know, thinking earlier there, he didn't do that so much in his younger career because he hit a lot of balls to the left side.
Yeah.
And this year, he just kind of looks, and I know he's a little stronger and everything, but it looks like he wants to pull the ball a lot more, and he's just kind of overdoing it a little bit and pulling off as he swings through. So, yeah, right. He needs to make the adjustment.
Well, Caleb Coons out for his fourth inning. And we got the pitch count up a little higher that inning on Harker.
I got him with 11 that time.
So 8, 8, and 11. 27 pitches through 3 innings. Probably not even breaking a sweat much yet. So.
Yeah, you'd be happy with 27 being the count after 2 innings. So,
Yeah.
But still a ball game here. Still a lot of it left here. If we hold them right where they are, that's the main thing right now.
That's the second time, or at least the last 2. Caleb's on the throwdown pitch has thrown a wild pitch.
Yeah.
And he did that when the runner took off it on the other one in the game, too, the last inning.
Leading off for the Tigers, the first baseman, Michael Richwine.
Richwine, the first baseman, to lead things off for the Tigers here in the top of the fourth.
Base hit, got an RBI first time up.
And he's got another base hit right down the third base line there. That might be two.
We got to play. We got to play. Yeah.
Just didn't really.
No.
Oh, well, he still got him.
Still got him.
It's almost like Dow maybe baited him into going this. It's, go ahead, try me.
Yeah, he was kind of nonchalant out there. Well, anyway.
Hey, I'll show you my arm. Wow.
Well, you know, we're going to see him on the mound one of these days, too. That young man, as a freshman, got a very good arm.
Yeah. Breaking ball in there. We'll see if that play maybe will ignite the Athenians to get something going here. Get out of this inning and quickly. Another breaking ball in there for strike two. So Caleb quickly ahead, 0-2. Yeah, I didn't think there was a chance that Dow, because he just really didn't seem in a big hurry, and he didn't show any sense of urgency, and man, he picked it up and just threw a shot. Fouled defensive swing there to foul off strike two pitch. Let's see if Caleb come back with the high fastball here. There he does. Swing and a miss. Strike three for the second out here in the inning. Good sequence there with the
Logan Ellsbury.
breaking ball, two strike down and away, and then come in with a chin music there really on the last one. Is this the DH, right? No.
Logan Ellsbury.
Number 2. Yeah. Strikeout looking his first at bat. Looks at ball one there. Caleb with another sweeping breaking ball outside. So 2 balls, no strikes. Caleb with a chance to get out of the inning quickly here. Certainly needs that to help his pitch count. All 3 up and in. This is the young man that doesn't have a hit on the year. And we walk him. But he does have, I think, 4 walks. Let's see. Yep, 4 walks on the year.
Okay.
The catcher, Gavin Haynes.
Haynes, the catcher.
Yeah, he is 0 for 2. And
back to the top.
Tigers with 5 hits in the ball game, but as we mentioned, somewhat tainted on a few of them.
Yeah, that last one was their second legitimate hit. And a breaking ball there for strike 1. Yeah, that ball was smoked right down the third base line, but normally that is a double. There's a ball lifted out into left field, center field. Martin doing his job coming over and taking it.
Good job, Andrew.
Center fielder's always in charge out there, and the senior did just what he's supposed to do. So good inning there for the Athenians. Come back now. See if we can get something going at the plate. Harker back out for his 4th inning of work. Yeah, I wish we could find out that pitch count from last night. He would have had to gone over what is it, 30, is it?
35. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, if you have to have a day rest if you go over 35, I think it is. I think if you're under that, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So, it's been 2 years. I forget. They changed that rule 2 years ago, and I was pretty up on it, and now I've kind of lost
keep playing with the numbers, don't they?
Yeah.
Well, Henry Taylor to lead it off here.
We're about an hour into the game and about halfway through.
Indeed. And we're exactly halfway unless we can get ahead and hold it and don't have to bat in the bottom. How's that? Huh?
Yeah, there you go.
And we'd be more than halfway if that be the case.
Yep. Henry Taylor.
For your Athenians, the catcher, Henry Taylor.
It don't look now, but I'm kind of looking at the sky a little bit. It's brightened up just a little bit.
Yeah. Well, the lights have been on all morning. Now we're moving into the noon hour. Good job to lay off of that breaking ball all the way outside. Catcher asked for an appeal, but no swing, says the umpire. Harker seems to be throwing a lot of breaking balls. There goes a fastball right toward the middle, and a good bounce right up to the shortstop to make the play. I didn't pick up a roster really to see the age of some of these. I mean, I know Harker's a senior. He's the only one I remember off of this team.
Yeah, we can look at that. Actually, we've got her back here.
Oh.
And they have very few. I think they have 3 seniors is all they have on this ball.
What grade's that shortstop in? There's a breaking ball in there for a strike to Caleb. Boy, big, tall, young man up there. Looked down low, but it must have caught the knees. The 0-1 from Harker. And that one is a ball. Thought that looked more like a strike than the first pitch. But.
There we go.
The 1-1. Another breaking ball. Caleb swing and a miss. With Harker's fastball, you got to be ready, and I think Caleb was thinking he was going to get another fastball there. There fouls that one off to spoil it. A ball and 2 strikes. Harker staring in has his sign, and here's his winding delivery. Caleb spoils that one, fouls it off toward the Athenian dugout. Another 1-2 pitch. Fastball, swing and a miss there. Good pitch by Harker. 2 down. That'll bring up Zach Fitcher.
The first baseman, Zach Fitcher.
Fitcher with 2 doubles on the year. 6 total hits. Fastball high and a swing and a miss on that one. It's an inviting pitch there. Got some action down in the bullpen. I can't tell if that's a... oh, that's Moats down there getting some work.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Oh, pitcher got a hold of that, and that's going to carry foul, though. hit the lights, or the walkway on the lights, I think. So Harker with an 0-2 pitch coming. Breaking ball misses outside. Good job there by Zach to lay off of that one. The 1-2 now with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Athenians scored 5 runs in with 2 outs their last ball game. There's a ball hit hard toward the shortstop. I'd say hit hard, but whoa, boy. Fisted, maybe. Sounded hard, but good play. Another good play by the shortstop. I thought he had him, or maybe had beat it out over there at first base.
It was very close.
Coach Walliver didn't argue, and usually you can kind of tell.
Yeah, I don't know. He actually had a little conversation there with Zach. I don't know whether he thought Zach didn't get out of the batter's box or maybe let up. He didn't let up at the end, though. That wouldn't have been it. But
yeah.
He had, what can I say? That's a ball when it's hit off the fist like that. Sometimes you don't get as good a bounce when it comes down as he got right there. And if it stays really low, then I'm sure we would have beaten it out.
Well, the other night I was watching the Cubs game with, I forget who they were playing, and Bryant hit a ball, and they had a close play at first base, and the throw was pulled the first baseman, had to go off, and his foot actually came off the base. But Bryant, I think, thought it was going to be an out, so he just ran over first base. And the first baseman actually, after he caught it, slid back and touched the base. And then Bryant, realizing what he had done, hurried back to first base and got on base, and they called him safe. And they didn't appeal it, because if you'd appeal it, you could see that he touched the base after Bryant went by, and he had not touched first base. And but he was safe. Where's the ball? Did hit him. He tried to get out of the way, I think. I think it caught his legs, the pant leg a little bit. So the Tigers with the leadoff up with Harker again. So just like his last at-bat, Harker up with a runner at first. That doesn't help the cause. Breaking ball hammered into the gap there.
That doesn't either.
Right all at the 350 sign. That's going to score a run. Harker's going to jog into second with an RBI double. So that hit by pitch comes back to haunt the Athenians and gives the Tigers their 4th run of the game.
Well, I'll tell you right now,
the first baseman, break.
I'd say this young man's the best ball player I've seen on the field. He's
both at the plate and throwing to it.
I was going to say he's going to go. He's going to go into a college career, and they don't let him bat anymore hardly.
Sometimes they do, but it's very rare. Yeah.
Well, you had one like that.
Well, I remember I had that conversation as that ball was in 1-0, and Cameron said, there's a pitch, breaking ball right in there for strike one. He said, Dad, there's 3 things going on in college. If I hit, I pitch, and I have to go to class. I can handle 2 of those, and I know going to class needs to be 1. So I got to make a choice between hitting and pitching. There's a wild pitch all the way to the backstop as Harker, as Caleb didn't come to cover home. Harker thinking about going home, but wisely retreats back to third base. Well, the Athenians in danger here now with still nobody out and another runner at third base. 2 balls and a strike now to the cleanup hitter, who I mentioned earlier has 3 home runs on the year, and Harker tied him his last home run he had. They both had 3 on the year. There's a nice breaking ball in there for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Another breaking ball.
Couldn't
fouled
quite
off.
hang on there.
Yeah. Bowen came in hitting .471 on the year, highest percentage on the team with enough qualifying at bats. Or I correct that, Harker 478, so slightly above that, and Harker has 2 for 3 on the day now, so he's upped his batting average. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Grounded toward second base. Moats up. Not going to have a play at home. Wisely goes to first. Infield was in, but that was just a slow roller that nothing else you could do with that. So the Tigers with their second run of the inning gives them a 5-0 lead now. Bring up number 7 for the Tigers. Komerska.
Peyton Komerska.
Swing and a miss on that fastball there from Caleb. Base is empty once again here with 1 out. Fastball right there. Good pitch there from Caleb. It's 2 strikes. Oh, good breaking ball there. And swing and a miss for out number 2.
Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, and good night right there.
Yeah.
The left fielder, Caleb Linton.
That'll bring up the left fielder, Caleb Linton. Oh, I guess I have the classes on this stat sheet. I just noticed he's a sophomore.
Yeah, pretty young ball club overall.
Fastball, swing and a miss there. Good pitch by Caleb. Keeping it away from the lefty.
Caleb Linton.
Fastball in there, strike 2. Another 0-2. Caleb's still throwing the ball well. Fastball right by him. Swing and a miss.
2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left.
So 2 runs on 1 hit. The big hit coming from Harker. You know, just how it is. You know, you walk a guy or hit him or something and get a guy on, and then he usually finds the way to score that if it's a leadoff. I mean, with no outs.
Yep, we have done better at not giving bases away, but what we have received. I don't know what the count is, but we've received a lot of free ones too. Not only base on balls, but we've had a lot of guys hit with pitches.
Yeah.
And really, you've got yourself in a hole if you do that with a leadoff hitter, and comes back to haunt you. Well, we just need to grind at the plate here a little bit and make something happen. Kind of put a dent in this thing a little bit.
You know, you were talking about that pitchers and hitting in college. There's just so much time away from the field involved in all your training and all of that. That's the time commitment that it takes to go. Because basically, you've got to do all the hitting drills, and you got to do all your pitching drills, and it's a tremendous time commitment. All right, Cale Coursey to lead things off for the Athenians here in the bottom of the 5th. Coursey with a hard hit ball to the shortstop, his first at bat. Looks at strike 1 there. I think he hit the first pitch he saw last at bat.
Mm-hmm.
Coursey back off the plate pretty far. Looks like, he Grounds it to the shortstop again.
It'll be close. He's out. Dang on. Oh, where do you? He got a good jump out of the box that time. He usually on a slow hit ball makes it really close.
The third baseman, Cale Weimer.
Weimer up for his second at bat, and I think he had the. I forget what he did his first time. Was he hit the ball to the fisted one?
Yeah, it was
Oh, there's a hard hit one. The
well,
pitcher knocks it down. The second baseman picks it up. So hard hit ball. The Athenians have been getting the bat on the ball.
That'd be a 1-4-3, I believe.
Gallo.
Yep. What's he got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Ks against us so far.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good on that count.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Well, you mentioned his strikeout rate, and we're doing much better than what the previous opponents have done.
Dow goes after the first pitch and wasn't even in the zone, but he got a hit off of
I was gonna
his
say,
first at bat, so
yeah.
he's anxious to get another one. But the
going
experienced
in the
senior says, "Hold on just a moment there, young man." Breaking ball right in there for strike 2. The 0-2. Breaking ball right in there, strike 3. So that's a veteran pitcher there disposing of the rookie Dow on that one, Dan.
Yep. Well, he's still hitting 500 against him. So
yeah, but I mean he's got some respect because he came back with 3 breaking balls.
Yeah,
against him.
exactly. Yeah, good point. Good point. Well, tell you what, I hope I didn't ugly this score sheet up too bad for you. Maybe you can. Maybe you can put some good numbers up for us here.
I uglied up the scoreboard for us a little bit. I didn't do any good on.
I'd say 11 and bats had a little bit to do with that.
Yeah.
You know, Caleb Coons is still pitching a nice ball game here today.
Yeah.
I mean, like I say, he's had some bad breaks. I mean, they've hit 3 or 4 balls pretty doggone hard, but on the other hand, a couple of 3 of those balls could have been outs and certainly would have changed the looks of things at this point in time. But anyway, find ourselves down by 5. After 5, the line score is the Lebanon Tigers have 5 runs on 6 hits and no errors, and your Athenians have no runs on 2 hits and no errors.
Richwine.
Leading off for the Tigers, the right fielder, Michael Richwine.
Richwine has hit the ball hard. He's, man, I think last time when he the one that made the coach jump down at third base.
I think you're right.
He had a line shot down there. First pitch taken for a ball. Caleb Coons on for his 6th inning of work. Here's a high fly ball, left center field, left fielder over, under it, and Dow brings that one in for out number 1. So short count there. Second pitch, we get it out. Keep it coming. The
third baseman, Cayman Huntsman.
I don't know. I don't think I finished the pitch count there on Caleb. Maybe, I don't know. 70 something at the end of 4. So he's, yeah. Here's a ball taken foul outside the line. Speaking of making the coach move.
I think that's 91 coming into this.
91
inning.
starting inning. Okay. Ground ball is short. Corsi on to first base for a second out. So.
Oh yeah,
we take a little more of this. We keep him in the ball game this way, you know.
The shortstop, Logan Ellsbury.
That brings up Logan Ellsbury, the shortstop. Struck out and got a base on balls.
I think Caleb's got one hit batter and one walk, maybe.
Pretty clean. Pretty clean.
Yeah.
Pitch, breaking ball, catches the inside corner.
Yeah, he just looks like much better, more comfortable than he did that first outing.
Breaker hangs just a little bit high. 1 ball, 1 strike. We're in the top half of inning number 6. The Lebanon Tigers leading your Athenians 5-0. Breaking ball, swung on a miss. Good pitch. Probably was down by the time it got to the plate, but had a lot of movement, fooled the hitter. So Huntsman steps back in, down behind on the count, 1-2. Here's a good breaking ball in the outside corner, and Caleb Coons wipes them out. 1-2-3 here in the 6th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 6. Your Athenians down by 5.
8 pitches in the inning, so done a really good job. Actually, the last 3, 11, 17, and 8.
Yeah.
Just really pitching well.
Well, in the first inning of the ball game, he had his lowest total at 9 pitches. Well, lowest until this last inning. No, he's pitched a really good ball game. Pitching this well, he would come away a winner in most ball games pitching as well as he's pitching. Let's put it that way.
But the guy on the hill now is pitching just a little better, maybe.
Boy, no question about it. We've only got 2 hits. Although I would say, again, making that positive point, the fact we've been able to put the ball in play much better than previous opponents have against Mr. Harker. So I think we can, say, we need more hits, but we have put bat on the ball.
Well, he was a good pitcher as a freshman and a sophomore when I saw him, but, he's improved a lot, and I think just with maturity and experience, and keeps getting better. That's what you should be doing.
Leading off for your Athenians, the designated hitter, Evan Cheney.
Evan Cheney up. I think he put the ball in play, didn't he, last time, or did he strike out? I take that back. He did strike out looking, and as a matter of fact, I remember that third strike. Okay. Well, let's be a base runner here. Evan, the DH today for the Athenians, swings at a high fastball and probably not going to catch up with that one.
He continues to chase that high one.
Yep.
It's kind of been.
We have 3 or 4 hitters that really are a little bit susceptible to fastballs up and out of the zone.
Yeah.
Harker with the 0-1. This is a good breaking ball right there, and quickly ahead on the count 0-2. Well, this first game that Evan's been able to hit in a while, and I think maybe he got an at-bat here. There's a breaking ball down and out of the zone, but with 2 strikes, Evan felt like he needed to protect the plate, goes down swinging. So 1 down, and back to the top of the batting order, and Andrew Martin. Andrew with a base hit to start the ball game off for the Athenians, struck out, however, his second at bat. And that was a strikeout looking, by the way.
Oh, I wondered what kind of
I got an octopus there, Here's a swing and a miss on a fastball down.
Are we getting some sprinkles, Austin? Oh, to see covering up the computer here.
Here's a fastball down again for a strike. And I think that one was thrown about as hard as any he offered today. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and miss. So, 1-2-3. See you later. And Harker on a roll right now.
Being very efficient this inning.
Yeah, well, he finished the fifth inning, I believe, with a strikeout, and got the first two here in the sixth, so 3 in a row. So Austin Moats stepping in. This is down, ball 1.
We'll see if they throw everything away from Austin again like they did the last at bat.
Yeah, strikeout victim last time and got him on a couple of pitches that might have had the outside corner, but Austin pulling away from it. Here's a fastball for a strike. Count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch swung on, fouled, tipped, dropped by the catcher. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Austin started the season in the leadoff position, but a few games in, we've switched that, and Austin switches with Andrew Martin, and Martin leading off. And
there he goes.
Yeah, I'm going to say Andrew has done a great job leading off, and except for the bunting challenge, I think that Austin's done a good job right there in the number 2 slot.
Now he showed that he hit that outside pitch, hit it. You think they'll switch it up, throw him a breaking ball at the knee or at the ankles coming into him, or?
Well, I think he's right now. Nobody's hitting.
He's going outside again.
Here's a swing and a miss, and down, and really.
No runs, no hits.
I don't think he pulled off his bat. That was a really tough pitch to get to right there. So inning for the Athenians, no runs, no hits, no runners left on base. And we go to inning number 7. Your Athenians still trailing the Tigers, and it's a 5-0 score. Well, let's go back to if we can get a schedule. Austin, can you give us a schedule? Do you know where we are next? I know Tuesday and Wednesday our conference game scheduled with Southmont. The Tuesday game we'd actually be at Southmont according to my schedule, and we would be back here next Wednesday. Do we have anything at the front of the week?
No, nothing in front of that.
Okay. All right. And then after that we have Benton Central. That would be next Friday. That is a home game. And then Covington is on Saturday. So Friday and Saturday games next week right here. Okay, so we'll have a busy week there with the potential webcast Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday of next week. Of course, the big games there, the conference games, would be Tuesday and Wednesday at Southmont on Tuesday, at Crawfordsville Wednesday. And Athenians, unless they can come up with something late in this ball game, they're really looking at coming out of the second place slot next week. But hey, that's fine. We're up at the top, and we're in a position that doesn't take you out of that very top spot in the conference, even if we drop this ball game. Well, Austin Moats is coming on to pitch here, the top of the 7th for the Athenians. Austin, I'm not sure what his pitching record is, but I think this is either his 3rd or his 4th outing.
Yeah, we make that 4-position square move here, or you want to call that.
Yeah.
Caleb moves to catcher, and then Henry Taylor was catching, goes to first, and then Zach Pitcher was at first, goes to second, and Moats, as you mentioned, comes to the mound. So.
Yeah, I really, all Coach Moats would have to do for this situation, he'd say, well, Austin's going in to pitch. The rest of you know where you're supposed to go, because this is a normal rotation we've seen many times. We're fortunate that we have guys that can switch out there and play those different positions very well.
Austin's have 70 pitches on the year, 4.67 ERA in 3 appearances, without a record.
Number 2, Austin Moats.
Well, his first pitch is
Coons is now catching.
down and away.
First, and Zach Pitcher's at second.
Second pitch Swung on and foul to the screen. Let's see, we're back to the top of the batting order, and Gavin Haynes, I believe.
Yep, the catcher Haynes.
Here's a pitch. This is taken for a strike, and Moats ahead on the count now. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I think I looked that up earlier. Haynes is a junior catcher.
Breaking ball down and away. Count evens at 2-2. Boy, we can almost turn off the lights now, Darryl. We've got a. I tell you, I think we've dodged a bullet a little bit, because as we were looking at the radar earlier.
Yeah.
Here's a line drive, 1 hop, got glove on the ball at shortstop, did Corsi, but that'll go as a base hit. That ball looked like it had quite a bit of topspin on it going out there and hit hard. So hit number 7 by the Tigers.
He went after, that was up in the zone. He just went after it and tomahawked it.
Yeah, he did. Here we have a courtesy runner there. Actually, yeah.
The courtesy runner at first
10
base is number 10, Colton Bogan.
Bogan?
Now batting the center fielder, Matthew Cunnington.
So Matthew Coddington steps in. He's had a good day at the plate for the Tigers. Here's the pitch. It's taken for a strike.
Bogan's a senior for the Tigers.
And I say Coddington's had a good day. He scored twice and has been hit and got a base on ball. So he hasn't gotten a hit, but when you score 2 runs, that's a very effective offensive player.
Yeah.
Throw the first runner back in time. Here's a fly ball center field over his Martin. He came up with a great diving catch out there. I'll tell you, the base runner took off, really did a good job keeping his eye on the ball. He could then see that Martin made the diving catch, but I guarantee you when he took off out there, he was, in his mind, headed for third. So
Martin just continues to make tremendous plays out there.
Okay, well, that brings up Harker, and let's see if we can find a way to get him out. Here's a breaking ball. That's away. One down, runner at first.
Hit the ball hard all 3 of his times up. Martin was able to track one of those down. One he hit where nobody could catch it.
There's a good breaking pitch, but it's a little bit low, and the count goes to 2-0. Well, I'd see him hit one fairly hard, just hard enough to make it an easy double play ball.
There you go.
Shortstop here. Close. Ball's inside, and it's 3-0, so most pitching carefully, let's say, right here. With good reason.
As he should.
With good reason. Here's a 3-0. There's a pitch down and away. Pretty close, and on to first base goes Harker. Courtesy runner down to second base, so with 1 out, the Lebanon Tigers threatening again here in the top of the 7th. Let's see here. This young man is Bowen, and he is
1 for
1
3.
for 3 on the day. Here's a fly ball. Center field Martin in. He's camping under it now, so that'll be out number 2. I tell you, our infield, of course, they took a few steps out there, but I think they're so confident in Andrew being there, they peeled off pretty quickly out there. So 2 down. Kamerska coming up to the plate here with 2 down and runners at first and second. Looks like he's 1 for 3 on the day. Struck out his last time. Here's a pitch that Caleb Coons has to go way outside to get, and does a good job keeping the ball right there, allowing no advancement for the Lebanon players. Breaking ball stays high. You know, as a younger pitcher, when I remember Austin pitching, I remember he seemed to have really good command of the strike zone. I think he struggled a little bit more this year than I would have expected, but not terrible. Here's a breaking ball for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 down. Top of inning number 7. Athenians trying to keep it right there at a 5-0 deficit. Here's a fastball on the outside corner. Count evens. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's a great location for Austin if he could repeat that pitch here.
Here's a good job of hitting. That's going to be a base hit. We'll hold the runner at third base as we're able to catch up with the ball right behind the second base bag, but batter definitely fooled on the play. It was all stretched out, but he got bad on the ball, and so the bases are loaded now, and we're going to maybe. Well,
Coach Weller is going to maybe go out and remind Austin that how to pitch this guy. He struck out 3 times. So maybe just a little discussion about that, perhaps.
Yeah.
The pinch runner at first base is number 23, John Stillwell.
Caleb Linton, he's a left fielder, and you're right, he has gone down all 3 times.
Well, he's a 263 hitter on yours, so I guess you could say, from the positive side, if you're a Tiger, he's due. 0 for 3, he hits 1, he's 1 for 4, and he's about his batting average. So for us, we want an out here.
Oh, well, Willie strikes out again. It's like the golden sombrero, I think.
There you go.
So. All right, Moats trying to put the fire out here. Here's a ground ball foul to the right side, and so getting ahead on the count. One of the more important aspects of pitching.
Absolutely.
Tigers away from all 3 bags here. Here's the pitch. Ball taken to left field. Down back. Going this way and that way, and he just having real trouble figuring that one out. So they're going to empty the bases here and making an 8-0 ball game. And for the second time in the ball game, the young Mr. Dow out there is having to. Now that one was strictly off of the left-handed batter's bat. And what when we have, which by the way is picked up just a little bit, you've got 2 elements there. The left-handed batter's bat influences the ball toward the left field foul line, and the wind helped it out. And
carrying it the way it's rolling, yep.
So Bryce broke the wrong way and just couldn't recover to make the play. So it goes down as another double, and that's a couple of them that probably shouldn't be doubles. But anyway, that's where we are, and we're down by 8. All right, that brings up the number 7 hitter here. This ball is taken to the right side. Second baseman under and has it. Zach Fitcher, no problem with that one. So Tigers finally are out here, but boy, they put up another crooked number there, and the Athenians fall behind. Now it's a 9-2 score. No, it should be 8. It should be 8, right? They only got 3. I'm looking to this wrong thing here. Anyway, it's 8 runs on 9 hits, and Athenians no runs on 2 hits. So Athenians need one of those miracle comebacks here to pull out a victory in this one.
Yeah. Well, with Mr. Dow's defense, I'm sure he's probably played all infield his career, and here's a freshman coming in. And, last year, well, he was in 8th grade last year, but Inexperienced, not got a lot of work probably at fielding fly balls out there. It is an art.
I don't know whether I was lamenting to you at all, but I remember I did lament to Jeff Nelson that as a sophomore, starting my first ball game, and we're playing, of course, at Milligan Park, and back then we had the terrace in left field, and I'm an infielder, and somehow I found myself in the starting lineup in left field, playing Lafayette Jeff, who about the third batter hit a howitzer out there that I didn't even take a step on until it was over my head. So, the next inning, I was in the infield. First pitch taken by Henry Taylor, ball one. Next pitch grounded to the third baseman who comes to his left. Did a good job fielding that one. Got another friendly hop. You're right, Sunday hop out there. And so Henry goes down for out number one. That'll bring up
the
pitcher, Caleb Coons. Caleb with a great pitching outing today. He, I think all the runs were certainly earned in one respect, but, on another day we make more plays and they wouldn't have gone down as hits. Let's put it that way. Here's the pitch. This is ball one, too low. Coons 0 for 2 on the day. Flying out to right field the first time. Here's a breaking pitch, swung on and fouled. Count evens 1-1. Austin Moats on deck. That's not right. Pitcher's on deck. Here's a ball swung on, miss at the letters. Had a good cut. Just dealing with a lot of velocity there. So a 1-2 count. Here's a line drive. That'll be a base hit. So Caleb Coons picking on a breaking ball that time. That'll record the third hit today for the Athenians. Boy, it'd be nice here if we could put something in that first column out there, Darryl.
Absolutely. Well, Harker kind of left that one up.
Pitcher.
Good job by Caleb, though.
Yeah, Caleb.
The courtesy runner at first base is number 20, Caden Underwood.
Underwood comes in to run for Caleb, courtesy runner. All right, Zach Fisher up. Zach 0 for 2 on the day. He did ground out to the shortstop his last at bat, so he's had contact. Here's a ball fouled off into the Lebanon dugout.
There's what I'm talking about. Fastball,
going
swing,
the other way.
and going right angle the other way, so we know the velocity's up there.
Well, Zach, let's put it, he doesn't have the quickest bat. I mean, hits several of them have been to the right side. I do know that, but I don't care where they go.
No.
Those are hits. Here's a check swing. Ball gets loose, and we got a man on second base for, I believe, the second time in this ball game.
You call that a pass ball, or do you think?
I think it was a pass ball. I think the ball was down, I believe. I don't know. I heard something, but it could have been the catcher's mitt, but I think it was ground. So, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's a fastball at the knees, taken for strike 2. So Fitcher going to help protect the plate here, put it in play someplace, see if we get something positive to happen here. Underwood,
big old
courtesy
sweeping
runner
breaking ball here probably, Dan.
You would think. Although his ball is just off the corner. Harker with a long stare in there. Was a great pitcher's pitch.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
Yep.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Long pause and the pitch. This one's down on a fastball. So a rare full count here for Mr. Harker.
With an 8-0 lead, I think I'd be challenging guys a little bit. I mean, you got 8 runs to play with. Challenge with the fastballs.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Here's the pitch. Here's fouled to the right side. Nobody over on that softball field, so fans don't have to warn them that's coming.
Sound like it hit a car, though.
Again, the full count now. Zach making him work. Long pause in. He's got the signal. And a pitch. Inside, ball 4. So good at bat by Zach pitcher. On down to first base. And Athenians with runners on first and second. And that'll bring up young Cale Corsi. Corsi grounded out to short and grounded out to short. First ball was hit fairly hard. The second one not hit all that hard. Here's a swing and a miss and a fastball. So I think if we've done nothing else, we're going to stretch his pitch count out a little more than what he's had maybe in any inning this year or this game. All right, here's the 0-1. One going and fouled into the net. So Corsi behind the count, 0-2. Watch out for the high, hard one here. Cale sometimes like to chase up there. Here's a fastball.
Right down meridian there.
Looked like a good hitter's pitch there, but kind of tied him up a little bit. The velocity just didn't allow him to get through to it.
The third baseman.
So that'll bring up the young freshman, Cale Weimer. Weimer, I believe, has put the ball in play both times. Breaking ball catches the inside corner.
Yeah, he had the one first bat went down, kind of a swinging bunt down the first base line that came back in fair. Started out foul.
Athenians down to the last bullet here.
Hit it hard last time.
Here's a Harker fell off the mound there. He had so much on that one, but it was a honest fastball at the knee for a strike. So 0-2 now. Weimer puts it in play. Slow ground ball. Harker has it on to first base. And that'll be the old ball game. But credit with the Athenians there, getting some runners on base and putting the ball in play. There was only one strikeout that inning, and the total strikeout for Harker is certainly below his average. But nonetheless, it goes as a defeat for the Athenians here. Game number 11 on the season.
10. I got 10 Ks.
10 Ks. And
2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, the final totals go for the Lebanon Tigers. They come up with 8 runs on 9 hits, no errors. And for your Athenians, no runs on 3 hits and no errors. So a very clean play ball game. Now, here's a point I haven't made this year concerning that, but I used to make this quite often. Maybe when you had that lefty out there on the mound, for example. When you get a lot of strikeouts, it just makes sense that the defense has to make fewer plays in the field.
Yeah.
So therefore, the fewer opportunities they have to make a play, the fewer errors you're more likely going to have.
There you go.
So I think that has a little bit to do with the fact we saw no errors in the ball game today, as we had totally probably close to 20 strikeouts.
I think 8. We had 8, and we struck out 8 Tigers, and the Athenians struck out 10 times.
Yeah, so 18 strikeouts, and 42 outs in the ball game totally. So high percentage of batters that were struck out. So that brings the Athenians on the season to a record of 7-4, and in conference play they are now 3-2. So we've gone over next week's schedule, but I guess we can do that one more time. With the Athenians playing at Southmont Tuesday, they'll be back here against Southmont Wednesday, and we will be webcasting that game as well as the game on Friday against Benton Central, and then on Saturday against Covington. So that's kind of the state of affairs right now, and my goodness, we lucked out on the rain, so we can be thankful for that for sure.
Just a couple updates on former Athenians. Trent Johnson, I think he's pitching today for Purdue at home against Illinois, and then I just got a text that Jake Decker's pitching today at 1 for Grace. So 2
against Indiana Wesleyan.
Against Indiana Wesleyan, yeah. So
which is a team we've sent players to.
With Cameron Saunders on the team. So, yeah, big day in college baseball for former Athenians.
Yeah, I think Trent's had some real good outings. I know he won his last outing.
Yeah.
And, so he's been coming on maybe a little stronger than he started his season. But good to see those guys keep it going and representing not only their college but Athenian baseball. Anything to add, Darryl?
I don't think so. I think we've said all we can say.
Well, we won't say more. Let's put it that way. But anyway, we appreciate folks coming in, and we probably underplay this, but one of the really good aspects, I think, of our webcast, it allows our kids to go back home and get on the archive, and they can take a look at the ball game themselves, and I think that's pretty helpful for their self-evaluation, if nothing else. Mm-hmm. But we're happy we can do that. Well, that is it for today. Again, the Athenians going down to the Lebanon Tigers by a score of 8-0. We'll see you again next Wednesday, and until then, this is Dan Weller for Darryl Hobson and Austin Hickey. See you next Wednesday.